Okay. Um, as you've seen in a lot of my videos, I've been just extremely emotional, hard for me to speak, and just obviously not doing well in the sense that my brain is just being ravaged. It's just, and that's because as a target individual, we deal with so much that it's so easy. It's so hard to just maintain normacy. Like your brain is just being fried up, and functioning is getting tougher and tougher. And for me, as much as I try to function, I understand that I have limitation because of my brain being fried. And I noticed that it's getting harder for me to function. But it's because what they do to me. One thing you understand is they are destroying your brain function, and your ability to do things. For example, I they can make you like confuse you. The confusions are just becoming more and more, and I know it's because they're damaging my brain. And as much as I have to deal with whatever I need to deal with, some of the small things that they do to me are like just confusing you, like just like seeing things that just have like a state of just small confusions where you don't know what you're saying, in a sense that's like you're not fully aware of what's going on. And those have been the small things that impact me, but not as much, right? They're not the psychological. So I've been kind of dismissing them, but now just it made me more obvious because of something that just happened. It's not too big. It's nothing too major, but it just kind of pointed out how things are going in my brain. I truly couldn't even like. I can't believe that it was happening all along. I work, and as I'm working, um, I'm on the call with multiple people, and usually I'm on camera, but sometimes I'm not. And at one point, I thought I turned off my camera. I truly I just don't recall being on camera. It's just like I didn't know I was on camera, but I was on camera. But I don't know why I wouldn't know. It's it's like my brain just completely thought I was on. My camera was off, but all along I was on camera. It's like they have confused me to the point where I thought my camera was turned on. And it's easy to know if you're on camera because you see yourself. There's not many of us on camera. So you will notice. And I was missing that. It was right in front of me. You cannot miss yourself. Like it is like full screen, and I could not see myself. I thought I was off camera. I truly, the way I found out I was on camera is going through my surveillance camera. Now, that's something they can do. I didn't know that was going to be to that extreme, so I thought what happened is they turned on my camera or accidentally like pressed the camera to turn on as well because they can control my hand and just make me do like little reflect things. But what they did is they made me not see myself. And I was confused to think that I was not on camera when you can literally, it's like you're on the phone here and you can see yourself. There's now maybe three individuals on the camera. I'm not seeing myself. I think I turned off my camera for some reason. I don't know how my brain just turned like they, and I'm like, how did I even miss myself? And so, as the conversation ends, this conversation that's not really about me. So I get out and I'll run into the kitchen, do a real quick thing, and come back. And as I'm coming back, I see the camera and like I'm seeing myself. I was like, what? And I'm thinking, did they mess with my camera? But they have done things to my computer, so I know they can manipulate. So I was like, I don't know. It's like usually that's not the case. That would be like another first. That would be like an extreme that they don't usually do. I think maybe what happened is like they made me like my finger. They could just make me feel accidentally click something. And I go through my surveillance, and I'm looking at it. It's like, oh my gosh! All along I was on camera. I didn't even know I was on camera. At one point, I thought I turned off the camera, continue to interact with these people. There's not many of us on camera. There's maybe 3 of us, and still not be able to see myself. So a good 15 minutes, I'm interacting with people, thinking they're not seeing me. But I'm on camera, and it's right in front of me, and I can't see me. And I'm like, wow. Oh. when I realized that it's worse than what I thought it was. At first, I thought that they just turned on my camera while I was doing going to the kitchen, or maybe I clicked it accidentally or something like that. But it's worse because they made me, because my brain at this point, I'm losing sense of, like, I'm getting super confused, but at the same time, they can make you not see things that are in front of you. And so all along, they were making me not see me and confuse me that I was not on camera when I was right there. I can't even believe how it is three of us. There's no other black guy there. I was like, I couldn't see it. And I was like, either they did this thing or they... But all along, I was on camera and was not even aware. But there's no way I could have not been aware when I could see myself in front of me. But because they can make you not see something right in front of you, you get confused like that. And I know confusions and things like that are going to happen even more because the way they do to my brain. So I was like, oh my gosh, it's way worse than what I thought. If they turn on my camera, at least it's like more... It's easy, like, thing to understand. But to understand that you are now to the level of manipulations where you don't even recognize that you're on camera, and it's not because your videos is hidden. It's there. You're just not seeing it. And they can make you not see something that's right in front of you. At the same time, you are like, your brain can take away, like, you get like focus on other things. They make you focus on things to make you unfocus on what you should see. So I'm like, what just happened? So I'm sorry if I just jump in what just happened to me, but let me introduce myself. I'm a target individual. I'm a human subject in the program where they're manipulating me, but I'm not unique. Unfortunately, and also maybe fortunately, in the sense that I'm not the only one dealing with this. I'm a target individual, meaning that we are human subjects, and governmental entities tied to the Department of Defense are using us as just guinea pigs. They're doing things to our bodies that are just terrible. My body, my organs are just destroyed. My mind is just being destroyed. Confusion is staying into another level. I make videos now while I can make sense of things, when I can express myself. Because the way it looks like, at one point I will not even be able to function at all. I will be completely mentally handicapped. And so I'm seeing my mental capacity just slowly phase out. And that was scarier to know that, no, they didn't actually turn on the camera, but they just made you not be able to see yourself and notice that you were on camera all along. That scares me in the sense that I gotta be super careful. At one point I knew I was on camera initially. Then I thought I turned off the camera, but I guess I didn't. But even if let's just say I accidentally turned it back on, I was on camera long enough talking, thinking I was not on camera, talking to the people, but thinking I was not on camera and just like doing things. And I still didn't recognize me be on camera. I was like, what? How can I not notice that my camera in front of me is on? I can see you, because when you're on one of these like calls, like on Zoom calls or whatever, and you're on camera, you see yourself immediately, and usually that's what all you look at. But for some reason, I was not even able to see myself. I was there, but my eyes were fixated somewhere else and just missing me, and then somehow ignore me. And I'm looking at the surveillance camera. I was like, oh my gosh, it's just me there. Why am I not noticing that I'm on camera? And they can make you see something that's not there. They can make you see things that... They can make you not see something right in front of your face. I didn't know to that level, though. This is just like extreme. And it was a while, maybe a good 15 minutes. By the time I started looking, I saw myself, I was like, oh my gosh, when was I on camera? So This is how bad it is. Thankfully, I didn't do anything crazy. I have the surveillance camera. I was not doing, like, I was actually taking notes. I was, talking, interacting, and at one point I go to the kitchen and then come back for a second. It was just nothing I did that was just too um, crazy. It was just me, just maybe walking for a second there, then going to the restroom for a second and coming back. I actually, that at that point I was not on camera, but that just kind of scares me. And even if, let's just say, even if they play with my camera, they turn it on when I thought I turned it on at some point, I was on camera for long enough to just, I would have known that I was on camera. So the fear now is, if they can make me miss these things, and yes, I know it's them. I know my brain is that manipulated. What they do for sure 24/7 is manipulating my brain. They confuse me, they manipulate me in disgusting ways. My brain is where they flex their muscles. The computer, every once in a while, they do these things here and there, but that's not what they really. That's why I was kind of like, oh, that will also be a first. But I can gradually feel like it's going to that level. And thank God I have a surveillance camera. Because if I didn't have that, I would have been, like, seeing that just kind of makes me I have to be on top of myself. Like, I have to be aware. Because it's just getting bad with my confusions and not being able to see things in front of me. Now, these people find this opportunity to be like, oh, you see, you thought it was us. Yes, it's you guys messing my brain. To confuse me, that's where they flex. My brain is being fried up. You are confusing me to the point where I can't even see myself. Well, I'm not seeing myself when I'm just right in front of me. It's insane. It's just crazy. But I have to understand that that's what they're doing. This program is about control of a human being. They want to have full control of you and manipulate you in every way possible. And so you are going to lose your ability to do things that you could do before. This is why I make so many videos, because I know that if in the future, even now, speaking is becoming a problem. I can see my neck when I speak. It has turned into something else. It's like my vocal cords are going to be destroyed or are being destroyed. My state of mind is just confusion that is being implemented onto me. My eyesight is what that's any second they can turn it off any moment if they want to. But not only my eyesight, but the ability that they can make me not see something that's right in front of you. But sounds very familiar to me. It sounds like this woman called Mariana. You're gonna hear she said, because that validates me, but at the same time, it's the reality of things. We are just human subject, and they do things to control us. And some of the things I focus on are the disturbing things they do, the pedophilia type of torture, which Mariana too goes through this. Those are the things that I'm just always annoyed, disturbing me. But also I forget that they're doing other things, maybe not as worse, but they are destroying my brain to make me think in this confusing ways, to make me not able to see things that should be able to be seen, to add confusion. At first, like I said, I thought it was maybe they made me like do a little accidentally like click, like made my finger to click on the camera and just I didn't notice that, or maybe they just turned on the camera. Actually, that would have been a better case scenario in the sense that means that they're just doing that's worse to know that they are completely making me not see myself when I'm on camera. For some reason, they confuse me in my brain to forget that I'm on camera, but at the same time, it would be one thing if it would be like for a quick second, but I'm there. You can see me there, but I'm missing myself. I'm just focusing on the person who's talking, but somehow missing me. And they just say that the other people don't look like me. I won't confuse them for me. But for some reason, I was not seeing that. It's crazy. You're gonna see a video of me, and then you're gonna hear Mariana saying the same thing about they can make you not see something right in front of you. But they've never done it to that level for me. So knowing that I'm at that level of just manipulations and confusions, it scares me. So this video is about not seeing what's things are right in front of you and how they can create a level of confusion in your brain. They really are mentally handicapping me. And that's the things I have to deal with on top of the other nastiness they do to me, these disturbing pedophilia things. Which to them is like, you see, that's proof that my brain is being destroyed. And that's because I have to deal with not only the manipulation you guys do, but I have to deal with this psychological disturbingness that you implement in my brain with the pedophilia type of torture. That makes me even sometimes focus on other things instead of also focusing on they are mentally handicapping you. Focus on that too. So, just like, once again, this woman has validated me in the sense that she said that before I even experienced it to that level. I've missed things in front of me many times, but it was just quick, nothing too like obvious. Like a little thing that, like, that's okay. That's what I thought they would do. Not knowing that it's literally for a good 10-15 minutes, my cameras, I'm not seeing me. And trust me, when I'm on camera, I notice me. So, this is the confusing phase, I guess, and the manipulation of my state of mind that I gotta be strong for. But I'm thankful to God because I understand what entities are doing this thing to me. I'm thankful to all the testimonials like Mariana. I thank her. I don't know if she's still alive, but her testimonies have validated me in ways that helps me go through these horrible things that we're all going to go through as target individual, as we all go through as target individuals. Thank you, Mariana. And thank you, God, to give me strength and ability to see things for what they are at this point. Maybe one day I will not get to that point. And understand that it's on a daily basis, my brain is just fried up. And so this is the reality of this. And it's funny how my employees just trying to bombard me with things to do, to continuously to work my brain so they can just do things to it. I literally have to kind of stop people. I'm not gonna overwhelm myself. There's things that's just too much. For example, right now I'm gonna relax a little bit. But yeah, this is the things I deal with. So to all my target individual, my testimonials are this. My testimonials are for one things. You can hear me speaking, struggling to speak. My testimonial are for one purpose, actually multiple purpose. One is to obviously tell my story and hope that it's gonna validate others that need that validation to understand you're not alone. What's happened to you is just the typical things they've done. For me, that has helped me so much. And for this purpose, their job is to try to make you accept these manipulations, right? And they're really tasked to do this. And they don't have shame, so they can act accordingly and create this performance of acting just to make you accept these nasty things. That's their job. And so having validation is great because you can hear somebody say the same thing as you and you hear them try to counter that. So they have to dumb themselves down to the nth degree. Another reason why I make these videos is because I need to vent. I need to express myself and speak, knowing that there will be a day when we will not be able to speak. So to all my target individual, stay strong.
They coordinate the voices and thought manipulation with the physical torture, so that everything is highly synchronized in real time. They can see everything in my environment before I can, and if something is hidden out of my sight, they can tell me where it is, if they want me to see it. Likewise, they can also make me not see something that is right in front of my face.
As I said, that as a target individual, we are manipulated in ways that's just That's just disturbing and sometimes just handicapping. Here you see me. I'm on a call, right? I'm on a call at work, and I'm interacting with people, and at this point, I'm not deciding to be on camera. I'm deciding to have this call off camera, and the reality is I was on camera. And the thing is, the reason why I'm thankful to my surveillance camera is I thought I was not on camera, but I was on camera. And you can see when you're on camera because you see yourself. And they were making me not see myself. And in my mind, I believed I was not on camera, even though right in front of me, there was me. I could see me there. Well, sorry, me could be shown. And there's not many of us, right? And I'm looking, it's like, how can I miss myself? There's nobody else but me and another person on camera at one point. And so I'm like taking notes and everything, thinking that I'm not on camera. But all along, I'm on camera and I'm looking at the screen and I'm missing me. But I'm like, and it's not like it would be one thing if it was a bunch of like people on the call. It's not, just maybe 4 of us, three on camera. So I was being made to not see myself. And here I'm talking, looking at the camera, and not seeing myself. And listen, I've been distracted in my life, but this is something else. This is when they can make you not see something that can be right in front of you. And it would be one thing if there'll be a bunch of people on cameras. Like I've been on calls where there's like maybe hundreds of people. And so then you might not even know that you're on camera because you could maybe mistake that somebody else is there instead of you. But here there's not that many. A few of us. And still unable to see myself. Look here, right here, I'm like looking at straight on my camera. I'm looking at the end here. I'm looking straight at the camera, at the screen, and I'm not seeing myself. I'm literally not seeing myself. And I leave this chair thinking that I'm not on camera. I'm just gonna mute myself, not knowing that all along I'm on camera, but I'm muting myself. And then I'll go in the kitchen to do something really quickly. This is, at first when I noticed that I was on camera, I was like, did they just turn it on? Then I'll go back in the surveillance camera and see like all along when I was talking, making notes, all along I was on camera. And the thing, and in the surveillance camera, you can see my image there, but I'm looking at the laptop, the screen, and I'm not seeing myself. I'm seeing everybody else but me. This is a level of confusion and manipulation that's happening in my brain. Not only they're confusing me, but they make me not see me. This is how my brain is being destroyed. On top of all the disturbing things they do to me, this is the type of manipulation I'm experiencing. I'm literally stopping there and focusing on my camera. Now, these ways of confusing and manipulating you and making you unable to see yourself it's scary that I need to just kind of prep myself for that level of disturbance, of handicap, a level of confusion that's going to be just so extreme, because if I'm confused here and it's literally next to me, I know that they're going to make it worse. Now, with that being said, they also try to gaslight me. It's like, no, that's you, because the things they do to my brain, the way they make me experience things are just disturbing. This is not disturbing. This is just handicapping. Meaning that, other things are disturbing, but it's just psychology torture. This is just purely handicapping me in the sense that I'm that confused that I cannot see myself when I'm right in front of myself. Meaning the video, you can see a video of me, but you can't see me, but I can't see myself. And so I understand that's how my brain is going to go. They're destroying my brain and also making it hard for me to see things because they choose, like, they can make me see, they can make me miss things that are right in front of me, but I didn't know if they could do that for this long. And this is the control and the manipulation they've been utilizing on me. But as you heard, this is not the first time. Well, I'm not the first. They've done that to others. And another person that you've heard before, when she talks about the pedophilia type of torture, which is the person who I've used as reference in regard of, this is the person who says the same thing. Is saying the same thing, where they can make her not see something that's right in front of her face, like right there. And they did that for me. They confused me enough to just not understanding that was me. Or missing me. I'm not seeing myself. So to all my target individual, they are handicapping us and they are manipulating us. And they can create some confusions and make you not see yourself as obvious as it is.
They coordinate the voices and thought manipulation with the physical torture, so that everything is highly synchronized in real time. They can see everything in my environment before I can, and if something is hidden out of my sight, they can tell me where it is, if they want me to see it. Likewise, they can also make me not see something that is right in front of my face.
As I said, that as a target individual, we are manipulated in ways that's just to express through. Even hear me speaking. Speaking is becoming harder and harder. I know they're making it hard for me to express myself, and it's not gonna be any easier. I understand that, but this is why I make these videos. Handicapping us and they are manipulating us. They can create some confusions and make you not see yourself.